current administration would like everyone to be employees. And so that I struggle with. The only thing I would say is if it happens, if the Department of Labor says for whatever reason, everyone now has to be employees, it's not just Pillow, it's everybody in this space.
Right.
So, it's like, okay, we were used to paying X for this delivery. Just understand that our costs have changed and you're not going to get it cheaper from someplace else. So I think in my mind, that's how I reconciled it. I am on the board of the CLDA, and that's one thing that they have done such a great job is the advocacy, is the education around the independent contractor model and the value, right, of people being their own businesses. So I obviously 110% support it. But again, if things were to go one way, again, I think I've reconciled in my mind that at the end of the day, and this is maybe not the best attitude to have, but it just doesn't affect me if it affects everybody. Right. And so that will be reflective in pricing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And everybody's on the same playing field.
It's all the same.
Right.
Then it goes back to just service, right? So it's not just, like, oh gosh, they're just picking on me. So it's just making sure all of our P's and Q's are straight today. And I'm in Indiana, and that's a state that is very friendly to the independent contractor model. So we just take it one day at a time.
It's actually a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're real.
Again, you can kind of go back and forth. And again, I just support the CLDA does an excellent job. And again, they have the Advocacy Day in Washington, D.C., and they go around to the different legislators and just tell them how important this model is for our business. And it is. I don't want to diminish that. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just one of those things that we just keep our head down. We just keep plugging away. Again, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because earlier in this conversation, I was talking about managing contractors, right? So sometimes you're like, God, I wish I could have a little bit more of that control. But I also realize that comes at a cost. So in that growth, and I didn't go into that, when I came back to the firm, I think we had literally maybe 8 W-2 employees. We've doubled that. I think maybe even tripled that. I think we're close to 40, 50. So 49. Let me make sure I say that. If the government's listening, 49. We are not over 50.
Under 50.
We're under 50. 49. We're definitely 49.
For those, if you know, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just in case. Yeah, 49. So that being said, we've brought on, additional kind of HR, and so employees, that's a whole other thing. When I talked about the service aspect and to say, hey, if this is working out with this driver, then we'll just replace him. Employees a little bit different. You just can't replace them that quickly. So
right.
yeah, 49. So that's an education as well.